we talking about here? On today's episode of What We Talkin Bout, we talking Mother's Day and the celebration of women we love in our lives so much. On this episode, we'll cover what superpowers do you think your mom would have? What's your favorite dish from your mom? What does Mother's Day mean to you? What geek traits do you get from your mom, and more? But first, what is the funniest thing your mom has ever done?
Honestly, bro, maybe it's my dark humor, but funniest thing I can remember my mom doing, we was at a grocery store, and there was a little boy, and he was like nagging his mom about getting him like a little snacky cake. I remember because we was in the bread aisle, and she was just sending me to get bread, and he was tripping. So she followed me down there, bro, checked the out of the dog, snatched him up like, don't you ever disrespect or embarrass your mama like this. And literally, little dog straightened up immediately. But we was so embarrassed as like little neighborhood kids, like, Mom, why you do that? She just like, nah, I'm doing her a favor. Like, that was probably the funniest thing ever.
So, and I think we talked about it before when my dad put the hole through the door. When all the cousins was doing a lot, and my dad told us to be quiet one too many times and put the hole through the door. Everybody shocked. I just remember my mom being off to the side saying like, we told you to keep quiet. And I died because it's like, man, we know now. Like, you didn't need to say it anymore.
I want to let people know, moms is hilarious, all right? Moms is probably by far one of the funniest people that I know in my life and everything like that. And growing up with her, especially in the military, it was like I said, a lot of times it was just me, my mom, my dad, and my brother, anything like that, right? And so I do remember me being as open as I am. Just remember my mom having to scramble and kind of like cover my mess, right? And so I just remember one time we was in a store, and this is probably like 5-6-year-old Deuces, so there's no filter in regards to that and everything like that. And so we walk in through, I want to say Walmart and everything like that, and some lady comes walking through, and she was a heavier set lady, and here 6-year-old Deuces go, whoa, Mom, that lady big. So my mama had to kind of like scramble and try to like, had to apologize and had to like kind of save face in regards to that. But it was just, I don't even know exactly what she said to kind of get us out of that or anything like that. But it was more so just seeing her scramble and having her, to me, that was by far, I think, the funniest thing with my mom is just seeing her having to react to what me and Didge do.
Let me think. So, well, mine was actually because my mother became funnier as I got older, as I was able to understand her more as an adult. So I would say that my funniest moment I have with her is going to a family reunion with her a couple years ago, and she embracing the weed and the pins and all that life, and got so high that she was like completely gone. And and I had to be the responsible parent. So like my first time that I roles reversed. And it was the funniest thing to me because she really was mad but couldn't do nothing about it because I had to take care of her. So she could never live that down with me after that happened. And literally had to like stop. She's like, I'm not smoking anymore again. I'm like, 'cause you childish. Like, so that was like the first time. So it really wasn't, she was funny, but it was funnier for me because I was able to take advantage of that moment of like, girl, you really don't know what you're doing right now. And you know what I'm saying? So that would be mine.
One follow-up question before you go. Was it Bacardi weed?
It was Bacardi weed. It was some dispensary pins. And you try to tell people like, chill out, fam. The pin gonna hit you later, dog. Like,
all right. So it's a two-parter for me. I got a memory from when I was younger, and then something that was recent. So just the memory from when I was younger. We used to always watch movies together, me, my mom, and my two sisters. And I remember we were watching The Ring, and my mom got up. She's like, I gotta take a shower and get ready to go to work. So she got up to take the shower, and I don't know how she timed this out so perfectly, but the moment Elmira comes out of the sewer, my mom was coming out of the back room by the shower with her white robe on and her hair all wet and dripped over her face, looking like she was walking out of the ring herself. And that shit scared the out of me. Like she might not even remember this, and I might be the only person that has this core memory, but that like forever stuck with me. My mom is a prankster. And then the most recent one, my mom had me up until like 2:00 in the morning drinking and taking shots with her, and kept looking at me like I was for lack of a better phrase, a pussy, because I wanted to put the bottle down and go to sleep.
Not mom's fucking.
Like I had to keep going. She made sure I wasn't gonna call it one early. So
Yeah, Moms is not gonna let you tap out. But since we're all geeks, what geek traits do you get from your mom?
My love for horror movies. Like I said, she put me, I think we talked about this during our Halloween thing or something like that, but my mother put me on horror movies as a kid. I was pretty much, 4, 5, whatever, whenever the first Chucky came out. Like, that was pretty much one of my first movies that my mother had no care in the world to make sure that I watched this with her.
Oh man, I get my movie love. Like the love for movies, I definitely get that from my mom. She took us to the Budget Theater every Saturday, Sunday. She would take us to Blockbuster every Friday, so we can get weekend movies and the 7-day movies. So like it was literally destined. Like I was gonna be a movie guy because of my mom. Like she was a movie person too. So.
And all of the other ones that came after that. So when she realized I was able to deal with it after a couple of nightmares, and I eventually worked my emotions through that, then me and her kind of came like partners. My father never actually cared for horror movies, so that kind of became our thing as I grew up, that we just always watch horror movies. Oh, also plant life. My mother has a pretty good green thumb, and I think as I've gotten older now, I'm starting to acquire my love for plants and plant life as well.
Detailing shows. So my mom, she loves her shows, she loves her stories, she loves just watching shows, and then she loves talking about it and breaking it down. So here I am now with Geekset, and we're breaking down shows and the elements of it, because my mom would do that. And it'd be about some of the most nefarious shows, some of the most like craziest reality shows, or some of the hoodest movies. My mom can break them down. We can have a very long conversation. Like she pretty much taught me how to podcast, because that's what me and my mom would do. We would talk about this show or this movie and break it down like to the core of it. So I think that might be my nerdiest aspect I get from her.
for me, I think a lot of my like love for comic books come from my mom. But the big thing, and I think everybody kind of touched on this though, is the movies. Like we used to go to the movies all the time, just her and I. She used to take me to go see the Spider-Man movies back, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. We'd go and see them every time they come out. That was our thing. Her and I would go see them every single time. So like, just the love of Spider-Man and the love to go to see Spider-Man movies, I get that from her.
It's the part of just wanting to be able to go out and try different stuff. Like my mom, her and my dad both obviously, but her more specifically will just watch a lot of stuff. Like she'll put something on and it'll be her comfort show for years. And I'm talking, she could have seen it 8, 12, 100 times. It'll just be on. And I am very much a person who, after I done found something, it's just background noise now. I don't necessarily need it to be something new. It's I done seen this so many times, I can pick up wherever I'm at and just go, oh yeah, I remember this part, and keep on back with my day.
Them geek genes do be strong. But now let's celebrate some strong TV moms. Who is your favorite TV mom?
Truthfully, fam, I actually always liked Morticia Adams.
Who really took a little bit of time was Trudy Proud.
It's the mom from Gumball. Gumball's mom, bro, is my favorite TV mom.
For me, actually, it's Claire Huxtable.
So I'm going to say the Black Aunt Viv. Like I said, specifically the dark-skinned one, because to me, she reminded me so much of my mom, where she can be serious, she can give you a lot of knowledge and a lot of love and support, but if it's time to joke, it's time to be funny, she can definitely hold her own as well in regards to that. So it's like just being able to have that all-purpose mom where it's like, yeah, if I need somebody to, if I'm in my feelings, I need somebody to get me out of there, my mom can do it. But also if we talking about people or wherever like that, are we having fun, are we cracking jokes, are we roasting, my mom can come with it as well.
I mean, just in general, just the embodiment of, just the kind of woman she was in a household that she was in. Like, we're talking about pure chaos. But in all of that chaos, she was almost like the sanest of everybody in the family. You know what I'm saying? In its own way. But you also feel like she had some kind of power over everybody in the family. But you can also, even if you think about the movies and things like that, when stuff really hit the fan, she was the one that put everybody back together if there was any kind of funk or whatever. Or them even not believing in themselves in a sense. Like, she would definitely let them know that you were Adams and get your shit back together. You know what I'm saying?
Like Oscar Proud was always on shit, and he made her life a living hell, but somehow she held it down. Like, and even with Penny and all that Penny was going through, you know, Trudy was the foundation for that house.
Yeah.
It's funny because she is such a distinguished woman, but she is also every black mom. Like, the big fun in Baltimore, I can fully see my mom saying that. Like, if me or Deuces was out doing something we wasn't supposed to do, we have definitely got the, oh, you having big fun in Baltimore moment.
Like, she could fight. She was a ninja. She was a manager. You know what I'm saying? She held it down. She actually ran the house and did it all, bro, with a dumbass husband. Like, she raised all of them and a fish and a goldfish with legs. So, yeah, Gumball's Mom is my favorite TV.
I can dig it.
Can't be mad at that. But let's talk gifts. What's the best gift you've ever got your mom?
Mine would be more recent. Like, it would be once I started pretty much making clothes. Like, when I first, like I said, as I started making more clothes, that's kind of been my gift for people. You'll say, kind of doing custom things for them. So I had gifted her. My mother was a big fan of, or she's a big fan of purple. So I had gifted her a purple jogging suit and like it was still is in February. So I mean, she still got like, I got her, of course, a skull cap and did her a custom scarf and got her some t-shirts. Like, I kind of gave her her own gift box in a sense. And that felt good in a sense because at that point, I really didn't see my mother not wear anything else other than that stuff. You'll say even if I was around her, she was just doing stuff. So, and that was my first time giving her some clothes. So I feel like that was really, even from the family standpoint, when she went around everybody, telling everybody, Ryan do clothes now and did also. That was I enjoyed that a lot.
So it was, and I wish I remembered the year specifically, but I was on a string of good presents. One of my friends interned at this shop. It was like an autograph authentication shop. So, they come into the group chat, hey, if you need autographs, I got you. So right before Mother's Day, they hit me like, hey, I got a Prince Purple Rain autograph. Immediately, I was like, hey, I'm gonna need that. Go ahead, pack that up. I don't care what the price is. Let me know so you can get that shipped by Mother's Day. My mom is a huge Prince fan. So I was still living at home at the time. It came in. She saw the thing before me. She was like, yo, this got your name on it. It's kind of flimsy. What is this? I had to lie. Because it's like, it's like a week or so before Mother's Day. And I'm like, you can't know now. So, I figured out whatever. But then when she opened it on Mother's Day, same year, Deuces got her a really cold present. I'm going to let him talk about it. But it was just like that 1-2 punch. It was great.
To be honest with you, probably her grandkids. Like, I don't think, because I've gotten her flowers and all that stuff, but my mom is not one of the people that really care about like stuff like that. No, you know what? I take that back. I got her a gold elephant because she loves elephants. She always said that it was like royalty to her. So I had found a gold elephant. I believe it was like this is some little knickknack shop, bro, and brought it back, and that was like her favorite thing. Like, she immediately put it right on top of the TV. So you already know.
Once it go on the TV.
Once it go on the TV stand, it's
in the refrigerator.
Because there ain't nothing but pictures of the kids, flowers from, the fake flowers from 1966, and whatever she really loved. And that was there, so.
Sweet. It was kind of a collection of things, and it was a day. So I started working. I started working full time at Sam's Club, and I got my first big check. And I wanted to do something special for my mom, so I did something called the Mom's Day. And I took her shopping. We went to the movies. She had been eyeing this Movado watch at Sam's Club, so I bought her that watch. I got her a coat, a leather jacket, and I took her to the movies to go see. I don't recall what we went to go see, but I took her to the movies, and we spent the whole day together. So that was my favorite thing to do for her, because I felt like that was my first opportunity to really give back to her after I got a job.
Okay. So Didge kind of gave y'all a little Easter egg to it, but so my mom, the two artists that she loves the most is Prince and Michael Jackson. Those are her 2 favorite artists. You cannot tell her anything about both of them. Depending on when you have a conversation with her, we'll let you know maybe Prince her favorite this day, or maybe Michael was her favorite this day. So it was the Thriller 25th anniversary record, and it had the whole gold plaque, the plaque and everything like that. So I ended up getting her that record, that vinyl and everything like that, encasing. And again, it was the double whammy. It was like, I don't think I knew Didge was even getting the autograph one. So by the time we figured out what we were getting each other, because we'll have a group chat and we'll say what you getting moms. And so I think at that time we both were saying what we was getting, and then that's when we realized that, oh, this is going to be the greatest thing for her, because she's getting that autograph Prince, cover, and then she's getting this 25th anniversary, vinyl encasing and everything like that.
Making moms feel special is a full-time job, but everybody wants it. But it's not a self-serving act. What's the best gift that your mom has ever gotten you?
Oh man, so my favorite gift my mom got me was my freshman year. She gave me a 1986 Burgundy Grand Am with a rusted out rear end. But I drove that joker the whole year, freshman and sophomore year. I actually drove that car to Easy Method to take my license test every day. And what's crazy about it is, the first day we got there, the guy asks us, all right, y'all, it's good to see y'all. How many of y'all drove here? And my fool ass raised my hand. And he checked me right afterwards. Oh, that's your car? No, that's my mama's car. No, it's your car. So yeah, that was probably the best gift mom's ever gave.
So it was the year that NBA Street Volume 2 came out. It must have came out right around Valentine's Day, or it was just, I just didn't have it, because I don't remember why she got it for me for Valentine's Day. But what was so cold about it was, we were at the store for something, and I just happened to look at it. I must have looked at it too long, because I didn't even ask. And then when I got home, she was like, hey, what's that on your bed? Like, doing the typical mom you need to clean up. And when I go in there, the game on the bed. And I was like, hey, how'd this get here? And she was like, oh, and it just went about her day.
So I'm going to go more recent in regards to it. And I don't know, it's a collective of things. It's pretty much anything that she contributed to the growth of Geekset. Growing up, like I said, I've always did music, and my mom always helped me out with that and everything like that. But Geekset was a big venture. It was something that that was built, and it was something that me and my brother started doing. And so when we finally got our own studio and we had to house the studio, even if it was hand-me-downs over the things, but moms and pops, they definitely gave us a lot of stuff to help get things started. You know what I'm saying? We got our couches, we got our tables, we got a lot of things that came from mom, and they're always constantly like, what you need this and everything like that. And so mom's is just even how excited that she is when she tunes in and everything like that. It's just her constant support for Geekset. That's probably might be the biggest thing that I say as far as favorite gifts that she's given me.
I say this all the time. Like, it's my favorite gift that I've ever received. Like, it's probably been said like 4 or 5 times. My Nintendo 64. That was the first ever game system she bought. Even though she said it came from Santa, I know the truth, Mom. It's okay. Even though that is the first gift that I can wholeheartedly remember, and that was the first gaming system that she ever got me. And that kind of just started that love for gaming for me. So just my Nintendo 64 was my favorite gift of all time.
It was a it's a partnership deal, but it would have to be when I got my first card. But my mother and father kind of worked together, and the fact that they was beefing, so I don't know who orchestrated it. You know what I'm saying? But they were beefing as a co-parent already, and I didn't think I was gonna even get the card. But because I was living with my mother, she was the one that was able to present it to me. So I had got a 1989 Oldsmobile Cutlass Sierra that I think they probably split maybe about $750 or something a piece, maybe $5 a piece. It wasn't that expensive of a car. But I tore that motherfucker up within a couple of months. I kept it, but I definitely ran it to the ground and I learned all my responsibility of taking care of a car through that moment.
First month you was out here though.
That first month, I ran the brakes. I remember when I hit my pops, bro, the car, I hit the brakes and the car don't stop. And he and he heard me in the car doing and he was like, dude, you done ran these car brakes. I have shattered the axle that I was driving on the brakes so bad. Like, rotor with all that. Like, he was like, boy, we gotta get all that. That was the first time I got a loan. Cause he's like, you gonna pay for this? Like, you about to pay, like, my dad like, you about to pay for this. So he co-signed me along. Like, you got a job, you could have, like, I learned everything. Like, all right, I ain't doing that no more.
You know, they say the best lesson is a bought lesson, and Bacardi learned that fast. But since we're talking moms, how can we do an episode without talking about the cooking? What's your favorite dish from your mom?
This is actually the reason I wanted to hurry up and get on the camera before Deuces, because I knew he would have had the same one.
So yeah, Didge.
It is her dressing. To this day, every holiday that we can get her to make it, we are asking her, yo, can you make some dressing? And especially enough that I could take home. So it's 100% that. I knew Deuces was gonna pick it first, so I had to hurry to the camera.
He definitely stole lines in regards to that, what I was going to say. So I'm gonna bring out one that she hasn't done in a while, but I used to love that she used to always do. My mom used to love baking chocolate cakes. They used to make this double layer chocolate cake that she used to cook all the time. She hasn't cooked it in a very long time. But that was always one of my favorite. I don't even eat cake like that anymore, but that is a cake that I still think about. That is something that I was like, man, if she ever makes that, I definitely want one of that again. So I'm gonna go with her double layer chocolate cake.
My dad used to do all the cooking, and so my mom has been learning a lot lately. But like from my early childhood, like just because she was always working and always, she was holding it down for us, working 2 jobs. She really didn't have the opportunity to cook as often, but when she did, her tater tot casserole was phenomenal. Like, it's something so simple, but it was magnificent to me because, we spent a lot of time getting, box meals. So for her to sit and put something together like that for us it was amazing to me.
Probably my mom's spaghetti. Yeah, she used to put it down with the spaghetti. So yeah, definitely gotta be spaghetti.
Your knees are weak, your arms are heavy.
Bro. Eminem don't know nothing about real mom spaghetti. Like, it's nothing. But yeah, that was probably like, cause she had like, my mom's from the South, so she would have like Southern dishes. But I always felt like if you, like, I don't know, bro, like it was filling, it was easy to reheat, easy to make, and it was damn near guaranteed every week. So.
Okay.
She makes some mean fried green tomatoes, and it might be the most basic dish in the world, but I don't know because my mother's care and with her hands, but some chicken and mushroom rice always slapped from my mom's. Like, even as I was older, if she asked me to cook anything, I think my brother would attest to this too. If she asked if she wanted anything for us to cook for her, it would always be chicken and mushroom rice. And so it's like, I've definitely made it and made my own tweaks to it, but I feel like my mother had this very basic way of making it that just tasted amazing. And I never tasted it differently with anybody else.
And that's how it should be. And you know what else should be? The core rules before going into a store. What are your mom rules before going in?
I think the first one is don't look at nothing.
Don't ask for nothing.
I'm gonna finish it off with don't touch nothing. All right, y'all already know it's the trifecta. Like I said, you don't touch nothing in that store because you'll get in massive trouble. 100%.
Cause it don't look at nothing, don't ask for nothing, and then you keep on going.
We know what come after that. I'm gonna figure it out, but don't ask for nothing. That was the number one. Hey man, we going in here, we getting this stuff. Don't ask for nothing.
Everybody touched on the most important one. We get here, don't look at nothing, don't ask me for nothing, don't touch nothing, right? But I think the most important one for me was, you got McDonald's money. You got you got little plastic army man money.
You got somebody in jiggle.
You finna pay for this?
We got whatever you want at home. Whatever you think you want in there, we got it at home. You know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody cleaned up the don't ask those. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, even if at the store when it's time to leave, you think you want something, we got that at home. You don't need it right now. You know what I'm saying?
Now it's time to really get into it. What superpowers do you think your mom would want?
My mom is an empath. So I feel like her superpower will be to heal people. She's always the type of person that you want to be able to talk to, and she's always there to listen. So I feel like she'd be the person that can heal those ailments for you.
My mom was a yeller. Like, I used to get in trouble a lot. So I think she would definitely have some, like, banshee ass voice that just heard me even further away. You know what I'm saying? That I would hear her at, like, I'm at Mayfair, like, boy, you better get your ass. Like, I would hear her that, like, that's all. Like, I feel like if my mother had some kind of either that or super strength. But I really feel like banshee voice, just to make sure she can tell me when the lights come on. I had that mom. Lights come on. Where you at, Ron? So she would definitely want to reach me from farther distance.
Mind reading, because as much as I love my mom is nosy. All right, my mom is so nosy. She be wanting to know everything. She already thinks she know everything. So if my mom could read people's mind and know what really's going on, I feel like she definitely would use it to her advantage.
Probably laser eyes, because she already try to look straight through you anyway when you're doing something stupid. So it would just love to tap the shit out of you. Like, you just in church, falling asleep, and she just hits you with a quick one. Not through you, but just enough to send you. I think that would probably be what she'd choose for me.
Sight. Just because I feel like she already think that she could see everything. She always talk about she already know everything. So it is for sure that she could see all.
Being a mom is a superpower in its own, but with great power comes great wisdom. What is one thing that your mom has always told you?
Whatever you are going to do, make sure you do it at your best. Essentially, making sure that if you want to do something, it better be worth doing.
I ain't got it. My mom was strict. You understand? Like, but no, I mean, as far as like advice, I think she just kind of, like I said, I made a lot of decisions on my own in my life, and I think my mother kind of always was strong at letting me know that, these are my decisions, and nobody, don't feel bad about what you do or whatever decisions you make, and just kind of face them, you know what I'm saying? And she always, in the sense, like, we're secrets, so she like, you a secret, so you fine. Just do what you're gonna do with your life and enjoy it to the best of your abilities.
Pick your friends wisely. And pick your friends wisely, like the people that like you. Don't choose people to be around that don't really fool with you. So if you with me, I'm with you. I think that was like her biggest lesson for me.
Yeah. I ain't boo-boo the fool.
That's a good one. That's a good one. We could have said that almost.
Or I ain't one of your little friends. But no, the most important thing my mom used to always, not necessarily say, but do for me was just to feed my creativity. Just anything that I had and I wanted to do, she would kind of nurture that for me and feed that, and just kind of put me in the space that I'm in now, whereas I create in other ways. So she always found a way to feed that for me.
So my mom, what's funny, because my mom she didn't have like a lot of, for me growing up, she didn't have like a lot of one-liners or like proverbs that she told me in regards to that. But I know the one thing that she did instill in me, and I guess she didn't say, but she said it without saying it, was you can do whatever you want to do. One of the reasons why I move the way I move, and the ambitions that I have, and I try things, and I go in it so confidently, is because of things that my mom instilled in me. My mom, she pretty much told me that there's nothing out of my grasp that I cannot do. So if you're going to do it, go do it. And so, it's that. It's like I said, it's saying it without saying it. Yeah.
Lastly, what does Mother's Day mean to you?
For me, it's just a day to celebrate, the women in our lives, whether or not they are actual mothers or whether or not they help provide for people, right? I mean, because it takes a village to raise everybody. It takes a village for all of us. Once they say that for kids, but it don't stop once you become an adult. It still takes an entire village to continue to help us navigate through life. So it gives us that opportunity to really acknowledge how much these women in our lives mean to us. And I don't think we do enough to give them enough credit as to the things that they do, because it's kind of tough being a woman nowadays. So I think we got to take the opportunity to acknowledge that for them.
So Mother's Day means to me, one, again, I'm very family orientated. So we get together for Mother's Day. And I mean, outside of celebrating moms, and you know, we have an abundance of aunties, so we used to do the Mother's Day brunch. That used to be great, but it's just like celebrating the women, the most important women in your life. You know, moms are special. You know, they hold a special part in a lot of people's lives in regards to that. And so being able to have that day and just celebrating, being around her, being fortunate enough to be able to just, you know, see her smile still is like this one of the things that I hold very, very near and dear to my heart. Is like my relationship with my mom is very, very close. So, you know, it is definitely, you know, celebrating the person that you love.
I think it's a reflection of time to talk with, acknowledge, and praise the women in your life who are mothers or yearn to be mothers. That includes aunts, you know what I'm saying, cousins, people who help take care of your kids. You should at least, you know, reach out and appreciate them just for the help that they give, because Mother's Day is not just being a mother is not a one-person job. Like when they say take a village, you got female representation throughout your whole life, from your grandmother to all these other people that assist your mom. So you at least got to show some love to them too. See, I don't got no auntie day, I don't think.
No auntie day?
Yeah, bro.
No TT day. Can't get no TT.
Can't get no TT day.
I think it is a day to celebrate your mom, or even, like you said, the women in your life who help make you the person that you are. Male, female, whoever. Like I said, even as a guy, a woman had to raise you to be the person you are. So it is celebrating them, making sure that they feel the love and cherish, you know.
I mean, Mother's Day, I think what we all agree to is, I mean, it's a day to celebrate all the women in our lives that has either even been a part of helping us grow or actually been the birth of us in this space. Any women that we look up to, all women that we look up to, whether it's a new upcoming mother, a longtime mother, mothers to be. I mean, you know, like they said, mamas. Like, but it's just a time to really celebrate and show love to making us who we are. Like all mothers and all women have some kind of effect on everybody's lives and how are we brought into this world and how we become who we are as human beings. So you got to take the time to thank the person that made you who you are today.
And that wraps up another episode of What We Talkin Bout. But before we get up out of here, always remember, don't look at nothing, don't ask for nothing, and don't touch nothing. Bacardi's weed may be too strong for Mother's Day. TV moms are always amazing. And most of all,
Happy Mother's Day.
Until next time, keep on talking. I mean, what the f*** we talking about here?